Hello and welcome to another Fab Lab Maker Hub video. Today we're going to be doing something a bit different. We have been provided with a kit from SG Education in Sligo, our friends in there. This is a new company to me. I've not heard of them before, but SG Education have got a partnership with a company called CircuitMess, and they make STEAM electronic kits that you can put together. So today we're going to be doing an unboxing video of one of their kits. We have a few of the kits here in the lab, and I'll be going through the other kits in later videos. So this is the SG website. We can see that they have all of the CircuitMess kits up there on the website. The one we're going to be looking at today is the Wheelson. Just have a click on that and have a look. Yep, so just shows you the kit and how it is. There we go, and there's a little video here up on YouTube on the CircuitMess website. Tiny wheel robot, gives you a little bit more information about it, how it works, what you can do with it, learn about electronics, learn about coding and software. Check that out on the SG website if you want to find out a little bit more. But let's actually unbox it now. So this is the actual kit here. So this is the one we're going to be unboxing. It comes with an intriguing foam rubber ball and a roll of tape. So we'll just dig in and get started and open this up and see what the kit contains. So yeah, like I say, we've got a roll of I guess that's electrical tape. Yeah, it looks like just kind of ordinary electrical tape. Put that over there and take off the wrapping here. There we go. Take that off. Don't need that. Oh, and yeah, we have a little foam rubber ball. Not quite sure what that's for, but it kind of bounces quite nicely there. Yep, that's quite good. Get rid of all that stuff. Okay, let's have a look at what's actually inside the box itself. So nice made in the EU sticker there. It says for age 11 plus, and it says build and code your own AI self-driving car. And on the back of the box it says assemble your own AI autonomous car. Go online. It's got built-in Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, and you can connect it to the internet and interface it with other IoT devices, Internet of Things devices. And you can explore object recognition, computer vision, image processing, QR code scanning, and other fun preloaded features. Okay, so it seems pretty comprehensive kit for what you get. So you just slide the sleeve off there, put that to one side, and there's a nice box. Anything on the back? Oh yeah, a few testimonials from some happy customers. My experience was way above my expectations. My son loved the game. So these are from obviously other happy customers. So if we unbox the video, oh look at this. You can do it. You can do it. It says in nice big bold letters inside. We have a creator's booklet. Let's have a quick look through that. Meet Wheelson. Wheelson is a small DIY self-driving car that uses electromotors and microcomputers to autonomously navigate while driving. And what is CircuitMess? Actually, this is interesting because I don't know what CircuitMess is. CircuitMess was started in 2016 when Albert was 17 years old. Albert loved tinkering and electronics, and one of his first projects was a DIY game controller. People really liked the idea, so he launched it on Kickstarter, where it raised over $100,000, and after that CircuitMess was born. So it's another kind of Kickstarter company that kind of started with one product and then sort of branched out into doing lots of different products. So we've got a nice little kind of history of autonomous cars here, and then kind of what's inside the box. So that's good. How autonomous cars work, what is computer vision, fun facts, and happy soldering. Okay, so we'll put that to one side over there. What else do we have? We have I guess a leaflet showing all of their other kits. I think they also do, from looking at the website, they do a kind of like a stem box. So this is a kind of thing that's kind of catching on now. A lot of companies are doing this, where you sign up for a particular length of time, be it 3 months, 6 months, or a year, and every month they'll send you a new kit. So you pay like a subscription thing, and every month they send you a new kit to build. So that can actually work out quite cheaper in the end if you're kind of interested in all the projects that the company are doing. And they have quite a lot of different projects and builds you can do. Let's have a look and see what this is. This looks like the safety leaflet. Yep. So we can put that to one side. So when you look inside, it's quite a nicely presented box here. You've got all the wheels of the car, the motors. There's a USB cable. I think it's a USB-C cable, so it uses USB-C for its power. And then inside here we have a bag of, looks like sort of components. There's some LEDs and some sort of like header blocks and things like that. I guess there is soldering involved with these kits. They're not kind of like plugged together. So you will need to crack out the soldering iron for these ones, and we'll have a go at doing that ourselves again in another video. So we'll put that to one side there. You get another bag. This one just seems to be screws and nuts and bolts and a few cables. So that's interesting. Anything under the wheels? No. So we just have 4 kind of soft rubber. There's kind of soft rubber wheels there, and just the ordinary kind of hard plastic hubs on the middle there. And they obviously fit onto our kind of what we call hobby gear motors. These motors, you see, they're quite ubiquitous. You can pick up these motors quite cheaply, just from lots of electronics websites and stuff. Basically, what you have is you have an ordinary kind of motor here, and then inside the kind of yellow box there's a gearing mechanism. So it kind of like makes transfers the power of the motor into sort of a radial power here, off to the left and the right. And it kind of steps up and steps down the power, so it makes the kind of smaller hobby motors more powerful. Let's have a look. What do we have here? We have undo this because I can't really see what's inside it. Oh, okay. We have some nice kind of, looks like laser cut parts here. We'll take the rubber band off, put that to one side. Yeah, so this is the chassis for our car. So we have some, I guess that looks like clear acrylic. Yeah, it's just 3mm acrylic. These look like nice kind of laser cut parts that we must obviously put together to make the actual chassis for the car itself. So that's kind of good. And then we have a few circuit boards, it looks like to me. We got CircuitMess. If I hold that up to the camera here, you might be able to see that a little bit with CircuitMess. It says on the board there. This looks like the kind of the front of the car, maybe like where the headlights would go, maybe, I reckon. What else do we have? We have another circuit board here. This is the display board. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, this is nice. This is lovely. If you see here, we have a I'll hold that up to the camera. We have a little, it looks like a kind of an OLED screen, a small kind of maybe 2-inch OLED screen that will give you some obviously must give you some kind of user interface for the car itself. Maybe shows you kind of speed, or direction, or where it's going, or something like that, or maybe even to help with the programming. And I'm not sure if it's touch screen or not. I can't really tell at the moment whether it's a touch screen. It just says CircuitMess display board, so that's interesting. And then underneath, another bit of bubble wrap. Underneath we have, looks like the main circuit board, and there's looks like a LiPo battery, a lithium ion battery there. The main board here, and it says Wheelson on it. Wheelson there, and that looks like the cable that would maybe go and connect to. Oh no, actually that's actually a camera. That's actually a very small. If I hold my hand there, you might be able to see a bit better. That's actually a really tiny camera module, very similar to the kind of camera modules that you get maybe with a Raspberry Pi or something like that. So that's just the header cable for the camera. So that's obviously how it does the sensing, is via computer vision, as it was saying in the manual there. So that's the camera that it uses. So we'll put that there, and then just underneath here, what do we have? We have some what look like cards. We'll undo this and have a look. Put that to one side. This is interesting. These look like kind of QR codes or kind of flashcards, I would call them. I would imagine that when you hold these up to the camera on the car, so as the car's maybe coming towards you, driving towards you, if you hold these up, they will actually, the camera will recognize it and maybe perform the action that's written on it. So this one says LED off, and then we have, let's put LED on, so that obviously turns the headlights on and off. Burnout. I wonder what that one does. And then just some simple, I guess, direction controls. We've got backwards, and we've got a kind of love heart. And maybe that displays a love heart on the screen. And then a 360 degrees. So that must make the car turn around 360 degrees. Gives a little alien symbol. A little carrot symbol. A little kind of crosshair symbol. Maybe actually these put these into specific modes. I'm thinking maybe the carrot symbol might mean that the car would kind of follow you along, as you know, like a carrot on a stick kind of thing. And maybe the crosshairs, it might be able to kind of maybe follow a light or maybe even sort of a. I'm just thinking actually, the computer vision might be able to detect a track, and that's what you use the tape for, is making up, say, like a track, a line following track. So maybe that's what that one does. This one we got a picture of like looks like a dragon. Not sure what that one might do. Be interesting to find out. And we have headphones, so maybe that just makes some music. I'm not sure if there is actually an audio on the board. Let's have a look and see if there's something on the board that looks like a piezo buzzer or something. I can't see anything, but maybe you might solder something on at a later date, maybe. And then the last one just says forward. So yeah, I imagine that just makes the car go forwards and backwards and turn around. So interesting use of kind of, QR code like symbols and computer vision there. So it mixes it up, and I wonder whether you might even be able to program your own sort of functions and create your own kind of flashcard for the car. That would be really interesting if you could do that. That would be great. And I'm not sure what the ball's for, unless the car can sense where the ball is and maybe go and kind of knock it. Maybe try and play a real life version of kind of car football. What's the game on Xbox? I can't remember, but there's a game on Xbox where you play football with your cars. Someone's shouting at the screen now, telling me what that is. Anyway, so a good little kit there. Nice components. Nice kind of laser cut design on the car there. I wonder if there's anything else underneath. Let's have a look and see. Trying to see how the I guess the motors must fix on to the side of the chassis there somehow or the other. Let's have a look underneath. No, nothing underneath. So that's it. That's the whole kit. 4 motors, 4 wheels, I guess a programming cable, the main board, the computer screen, and a few kind of assorted nuts and bolts and a few kind of extra components that we would solder onto the board. So that's going to be interesting. Oh, actually, I'm looking inside. I'll tell you what. Let's open up this bag, because this bag looks kind of interesting. Now that I've seen the flashcard, I think this might give us a bit more of an understanding. I'm just going to put the put that down there and pour these out onto here, just to actually get a closer look at the components you get. Oh, that one's fallen off. So we have some little, I guess, little buttons, little like kind of buttons, and we have LEDs, 2 LEDs, some resistors, definitely some kind of push buttons, and I thought one of these looked like a kind of sensor, but maybe there isn't. No, there's just switches and LEDs and a couple of resistors. So there's not a hell of a lot of soldering to do from the looks of it. Maybe a header block and a few switches and a couple of LEDs. So that shouldn't be too taxing. It looks an easy enough board, and you've got nice kind of big kind of solder pads on the back there, so it's just kind of through hole soldering. So yeah, so that's the first CircuitMess kit. That's Wheelson. So in another video we'll go through kind of putting this together and having a look at some of the features and functions that it's got. So thanks for watching today, and see you in the next one.